What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandon from Walker's Woodworks. In today's video, we're going to finish some live edge slabs, but not just regular slabs. These ones have a few inconsistencies that are going to need to be blended in or faux in, and I want to show you guys how I do that, so stick around. So this video is sponsored by Cutsall. They are the tools that I prefer to do this type of work, as well as any power carving or anything like that. I will put a link to their site as well as a coupon code for you guys and save you a little bit of money in the description below. The product I use from them the most is the shaping dish, not the disc, although they do have a disc as well and it's great for certain applications. But they have a bunch of different tools: ball burrs, cylinder burrs, contour wheels, discs, dishes, but the dish is what I really prefer for this application, and I'll show you why. If you guys have been following me very long, you know that I use a ton of live edge slabs, and a lot of times you'll run into something like this where it's just cut straight and not live edge anymore. So this one in particular has live edge for about halfway and then goes into the straight cut. But what you can do is take the shaping dish, come in and kind of blend it in to look more like a live edge, and by the time you get done sanding and everything, you almost won't even be able to tell the difference and you'll have a nice natural edge. Here's another situation you might run into with live edge slabs. A lot of times the edges aren't exactly perfect. Obviously there'll be rot, bug damage, things like that. This is a walnut slab that's been sitting for probably 15 years. I got epoxy in all the cracks and knots and everything, but I need to address this live edge. So we'll take this and the other one outside and I will go over with you how to shape these so they look pretty decent. I always clamp the piece down to my table so it doesn't move around while I'm trying to remove material from it. I also didn't mention that I typically use the medium grit dish for this, which is the green one. I like to just start taking small amounts off and let the slab kind of just take shape as I go, but also keeping in mind what the rest of the live edge looks like and trying to match it as best as I can. Sometimes I'll use the edge of the dish and dig it into the edge to create kind of a valley. It gives it a little bit more depth. I even use it over the existing live edge sometimes just to clean it up and blend it in with the rest. Moving on to the other slab, there was quite a bit of damage that I needed to remove, so I got all that off first. I do try to keep in mind the natural shape of the slab though as I go. Once the damage was removed, I could start shaping it the way I wanted it to look. I try to bevel the edges one way or the other just depending on the part of the slab that it's on, so it's just not a straight up and down edge. Moving to the other side, I just tried to keep the natural flow of the slab going. It does take some practice, but it is pretty fun once you get the hang of it. You can, and I have done this with dimensional lumber and gave any table a faux live edge. That takes a little bit more practice, but it is possible. Once I get it all roughed out, I use my orbital sander and hit it with 150 grit. Make sure to look closely and get rid of any scratch marks or tool marks that are left by the shaping dish. I also make sure to round over all the edges with the sander. This is that first slab that had the straight cut on it. Once this is done and the sanding's all done, you can blend it so well that you really can't even tell where it stopped. And this is the final product. Now obviously I have a lot more work to do to this slab before I can use it in a project, but the edges came out really nice, definitely a lot better than they were, and I just really love the process of actually doing this. You kind of get your creativity going, you can kind of shape it however you want, and it still looks pretty natural once you get it all sanded and everything. I hope this helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this type of video, if you have suggestions for new ones, and also shout out to Cutsall for sponsoring this video. I will leave a link, like I said, in the description below to their site and all their products, as well as a coupon code for you guys to save a little bit of money. Supporting them supports me and the channel, and I really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, check out this video up here. We'll see you on the next one.